audio.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to DnDnDistance, to a very exciting episode where mostly we're just going to sort of talk. It's going to be quiet. We're just going to sort of,
Welcome to NPR.
I'm Terry Gross, and this is... so when we last left, we left at sort of a slightly intense moment. You are on the Old Rail Express. It is heading underwater to an underwater tunnel. You have quite a bit of time left on this this train ride. A couple of key things happened at the end of last episode. One being the Sorcerer King showed up and he is opening the hatch on the top of the train and he's coming in. Two, he has found, he's coming to get some of your kids, some of your children.
Not on my watch.
Yeah, we'll see. He would like to anyway. And three, at the very end of the last episode, Krum threw his cup and it broke. And then Krum had some things happen inside of his head.
Too many things.
Yeah.
Too many things happened in my head. I can handle like one thing at a time.
Yeah, this was...
Are you talking about Krum or you, Dan?
It was
yes, we are also joined by Savi this week. Because the way that the Sorcerer King had sort of sidled up to the train was on a boat that was being pulled by some sea beasts that you couldn't see that were sort of up in the water ahead of him. And on this boat were several crew members sort of working to keep the boat going and whatever. And one of those crew members was Savi.
Arrgh.
Yeah, arrgh.
Pirate Savi.
Yeah, Pirate Savi.
Shiver me timbers.
And so that should have been the title for the episode. Shiver.
it's a really good like action figure plug-in.
Yeah.
Here, like,
Yeah. So the scene is roughly this. You're on the top floor of this dining car. Isabel, who is the nice, very kind dwarf woman that Pre met last time and made good friends with.
Stranger
About
danger.
that.
She took all the teenagers and walked them back to the dining car. She discovered that Jay was slightly different than the other two teenagers, and she is trying to somehow somebody rang a bell that gave it away. I won't say who that person was. Some divine being here amongst all of us rang.
Not gonna name names.
We're not gonna name names.
Somebody.
Strangely, it's like the fates just aligned for this moment to happen.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't want to preempt anybody else by talking about this. But she was about to sort of boost Jay up through the hatch, and the Sorcerer King is on top, sort of unscrewing it. And then Krum threw his cup and
In an angry tantrum.
It
was a brave, courageous.
But actually,
it was a brave act that that canceled like this many of my notes.
You can just throw away
Just
that
sort of
book.
like gone. Yep. So I'm just gonna burn this thing and just gonna improv from here on out. So here's where we're at. The first thing I think that I'd like to have happen is the Sorcerer King turns around. He's on top of this this train car, and it's very quickly descending toward the water level, right? And there's a sort of tunnel that it's going through. He turns to you, Savi, and to Dump Truck, who's sitting next to you, and Dump Truck is just sort of like coiling. He's just coiling rope. He doesn't know what else to do, so he's just coiling rope
around himself.
Yeah, he's tied himself up, and he's just sort of slowly sort of working it around himself. And he
What's
says,
taking so long, Dump Truck? Hurry up, get some elbow grease in there.
Dump says, I have little arms, I can only do so much. And the Sorcerer King shouts out, Savvy, Dump Truck, get up here, help me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, boss.
And yeah, dump truck says, aye, boss, and sort of.
I don't think that's what he was referring to.
Dump truck like sort of pushes himself out of this rope cocoon that he has made, and the boat I think is sort of right next to the train, so you can just jump right on over. And dump truck says, "After you, Savvy."
Savvy jumps onto the train.
How does it look? Is it elegant, or is it a little?
Oh, it's smooth, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just effortless. It's amazing. It's like Michael Jordan in his prime.
Just like that.
Dump truck is not like Michael Jordan in his prime. He jumps and he sort of careens through the air, and I think maybe you have to grab him because he like kind of lands and he starts sliding off, and you
come dump.
Yeah. Yeah, he grabs it.
I reach out my hand to help dump truck out.
Yeah. He grabs your hand. It's incredible. It's a wonderful moment of friendship and bravery.
We lock eyes.
You lock eyes. It's like, yep.
I love you, Dump.
Yeah. He says, I almost died. Can we have this conversation later?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he scrambles up and the Sorcerer King says, I can't go in there, obviously. I need you to go in and get them. It's that one and that one. And he's sort of like pointing down, and I think they're like sort of windows up top, sort of skylight kind of windows. And he's pointing at Jay and at Addie. And so he does the last turn on
do they know it's Addie? Because Dahlia has Addie pretty much like glued to her.
Yeah, I think they can see. I think because they're looking straight down. I think maybe if they were looking from your level, they wouldn't be able to see her, but they're looking straight down and they can see. They can at least see that you've got somebody with you. And the Sorcerer King turns the last bit on the hatch and pulls it open and says, get in there.
Savvy jumps in.
you swan
he jumps in like he's diving in a tall pool. And, as he, lands, he does a little roll. And then stands up, straight.
I love it. I just love the Team Rocket sort of vibe that you have. It's so good. Dump truck goes cannonball and goes and just jumps in and lands on his butt, and he lands sort of on the mess of bodies that are up there, because remember Isabel was up there, Zilla and Doyle were all up there, and they kind of like froze when Krum threw his cup, and so I think dump truck lands on the soft mess, the soft dog pile of those bodies. And he pops up and he also sort of like tries to stand elegantly next to you.
I like that Savvy is both Jesse and James, and then Dump Truck is Meow.
It's just Meow. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, he says, dump truck, that's right. So Savvy and dump truck appear.
Okay. What does Krum look like right now?
What does Krum look like right now?
Yeah, right. Yeah, how are you, Krum? Krum, get it together.
Oh,
hey,
Krum?
Oh, I remember everything.
Hey,
what?
Yeah, you don't look so good there. There, you.
Hey, Krum, what's wrong with you?
Oh. Why are you two here? Because you're the bad guys. I knew it.
Wait, I think dump truck turns to Savian and says, "I thought they were the bad guys."
No,
you're clearly the bad guys.
Obviously.
Bad guys take kids.
Yeah, they kidnap children.
I mean, look at what you all have kidnapped lots of kids already.
They chose to come with us.
Okay, that doesn't,
Yeah.
So at this point,
guys.
Jay has remember fallen off the table.
Yeah.
And is on the floor and is kind of writhing around a little bit. And Addie is sort of shifting around a little bit in your arms, Dahlia.
I am not letting her get near them. They'll have to come through my dead, pointy body.
Above you, the Sorcerer King is looking in, and he says, "Get the kids."
Come down and get them yourself, you lame-o.
Does Dahlia have her knives out?
Hell yeah, but she's got them like wrapped around Addie, so it's not like she's gonna be very fast right now.
I think Dump Truck looks at you, Savi, and says, "You can. I don't want the one with the knives. You can. I'm not ready for that. I'll just get this. I'll just get this one." And he sort of jumps down towards where Jay is.
I'm gonna. Wait, are we in a combat?
No, we're not in combat yet.
We need to be. We need to be.
I'm gonna shoot Dump Truck with a Eldritch Blast.
We're in combat is basically what we're telling you.
Yeah, let's roll initiative, I guess. I guess. He's jumping sort of down near where Jay is, but we can
little grubby goblin near any of the kids.
Oh shit, Dump Truck rolled a natural 20, so that fucking grubby goblin is coming for you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what have I done? 6.
7.
I also got a 7.
Okay. 3.
LOL, 4. Also,
man, Dump Truck is owning it today.
Yeah, this is not a good start. Also, someone said that we gave the kids candy, which like pointed out that
we did lure the children with candy.
We kind of did do that. So
yeah, and also, I mean, just a little teeny, very tiny thing. One of you did murder one of those kids.
Hearsay, slander.
Yeah,
prove it.
Allegedly.
I have it on several good sources that it happened, and also I have video evidence. So check it. Little plug for our YouTube page, everybody. Go and check it out.
I'm gonna go delete it right now.
Yep. Okay, so Dump Truck, one of the good guys, rolled the 20. Who got the 7s?
I got a 6.
Okay, Dahlia and Savi.
Yeah.
Reroll.
Who wants to go first and who wants to go second?
I get a +2 to initiative, so mine's technically a 9.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I get 2 to initiative.
So you both have 9. That doesn't help.
It does not help.
All right, let's say, why don't you both roll a d20?
Okay.
And whoever gets the higher roll.
What'd you get, brah? I got an 18, so I'm going.
Damn.
So together we get a 20. You see, Dahlia, that's how teamwork, you know.
Want to see teamwork? Come over here and look at my nice knife.
Yeah, it's got some really good workmanship.
Krum, you got the 6, is that right?
Close in your eyeball.
Okay, and Pri got...
I can do it.
No.
I'm used to knives in my eyeballs.
All right.
And mazes.
I think because we were not yet in initiative and Dump Truck was focused elsewhere, Krum, I'll let you cast your spell first as a
then Dump Truck is
surprise
gonna
action.
Okay, gotta go to ease. So I think it's a...
What spell is this? Eldritch Blast?
Eldritch Blast is one of my little warlock specialties.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah.
Oh dear.
Nobody likes the sound of that here.
Some crackling energy, towards a creature within range, and I make a ranged spell attack. Ah, son of a bitch! I gotta change this D20. So that's
Is this against my armor class?
That's a 7.
Yeah. Is it against my armor class?
I think so.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. And in fact, when you cast this, what does it look like? What is this? What is the spell? Give me some of the flavor of it.
Well, I kind of I come out of I'm like, I wind back and I
do a little Kamehameha.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah.
Feeling like I'm in control of everything. Feel really confident.
Seen the Matrix.
I've seen it. I've met the architect or whatever that guy's name is. And so I let it rip. And I really
let it
rip. I kind of grunt with it. I'm like,
yeah, I love it. Yeah, like you're lifting weights and you're just like getting that last one out. Yep. Yeah, you do, and it goes way wide.
Yeah.
It goes way wide.
It doesn't blow a hole in the wall, does it? Do we have to leave this cart?
Jesus.
I'm really scared of the water.
No, you got a 7. You got a 7?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it does. I think it hits the wall and it damages the wall, but
everybody gasps for a second, like
yeah. Yep. Oh, get some air.
Wow, that's a little embarrassing.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
Stay away from that kid, you grubby little goblin.
I'm already next to them.
I'll put you in the ground.
Oh my god.
And dump truck says, "Have you ever wondered why they call me Dump Truck?" And Dump Truck, who is much smaller than Jay, throws them on his back and just like starts climbing the table as if there's nothing there. Yeah.
No.
He's climbing up. And that's all he's doing. Dahlia, you're up.
I'm gonna tell Addie to run.
Okay. She says,
run and hide and don't come out unless you hear me or Pre or...
And she looks at Krum for a second.
Me or Pre call for you.
Cold.
I love it.
She has no idea what you've remembered, bro.
That's true.
She sort of waits for a second. She says, like, what if you don't come back? I want to stay with you.
That is so adorable. Oh, well, too bad.
Yeah, I think Dump Truck is crawling up and he looks over and he says, "That's so sweet."
Listen, I don't know if I'm going to come back, but I believe in Pre more than anything. Do you honestly think anybody's going to get through those buff arms?
Absolutely
Somebody's going to come for you.
I love that.
Go hide.
Yeah, Addie looks over at Pre and sort of nods. And she's like, "Yeah, that's a really good point. Okay, I'll go hide. Good luck." And are you sort of like kneeling down to talk to her?
No, because I stay ready. So I just kind of release her from my arms and kind of stand in front of her. And honestly, I'm talking to her without even looking because I don't want anybody to sneak up on us.
Yeah, I think she gives you like a big hug. She like hugs your like side or your hips and then runs away. Yeah, she runs
Dahlia
downstairs.
has like glowy, teary, golden eyes. Like for a moment, you're like, she's gonna cry, and then she's blinking him back, like, no, crying.
Yeah, I don't. There's no crying in battle.
It's just raining on my face.
Is somebody having onions up here? What's happening?
Onions in this train.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can still take an action.
Good.
You just sort of.
I'm gonna run on after Dump Truck and jump on him so that I'm too heavy and he gets dragged down.
All right.
Unless he's somehow gonna pull me and Jay up.
How much dump is in that truck?
You'd be surprised. All right, let's do
to make it. I think I'm gonna jump on him, stab my knife in the wall, and then try and pry, like push.
Oh, nice.
That's
okay.
That way,
you're into the table. You're stabbing it into the table and sort of like pulling him.
Like an anchor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
So
let's do a strength test against each other.
Okay. I'm pretty strong though, so that's.
Dump Truck is also pretty strong.
Two small strongs.
Oh man, Dump Truck is rolling very well today.
Oh no!
Damn it.
Oh no!
Yeah. I got an 18. I got 15
plus 3, so 15, 16, 17, 18. 18.
I think Ty goes to the runner, so I think the person, isn't that right? The person initiating usually gets
beats it.
Yeah. So let's say since you're the one initiating it, I think you, because it's a tie, I think you managed to slow Dump Truck down and you managed to pull Jay off, but you're still.
We're just kind of locked there, like.
Yeah, you're sort of locked there. Yeah.
At least he's not
Dump
going
Truck,
up.
Yeah, Dump Truck is not moving up any further, and you've sort of stopped him. Yeah. Savvy, you're up.
That was such a sweet goodbye, Dahlia. Sorry. Adelaide, come. Savvy casts command.
Yeah.
And he commands her to approach.
Yeah, what does command do?
I speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. So I guess as, she's running away.
Yep.
they have to, I guess, beat a wisdom saving throw of 13. And I can command them to approach, drop, flee, grovel, or halt.
Okay. So I'll roll for
Pre's gonna need to punch this guy real hard.
This is a wisdom saving throw? Okay. Let me look back to Addie's. Here it is. Okay. I got a 9. Which I don't think does it. So yeah, you can command her. What do you want her to do?
I want her to approach. I hold out my hand and I have her approach. And I grab her hand.
Yeah, she's running away, I think, and she sort of stops and she turns around and she has sort of a blank look on her face. And she runs back up to the table and I think sort of like climbs it pretty quickly. She's got that like little kid sort of monkey energy, right? They can climb anything. And she gets up there and she grabs your hand.
I don't like this one bit.
Yeah, things are not going the way. Krum, you're up.
Am I?
Up.
You're up.
That means
okay.
Get on.
Man up. Do something.
No.
Pre got a 4, right?
Yeah, I got a 4.
Yeah, Krum got a 6. Yep.
So okay.
I'm waiting at the end.
Oh yeah.
The caboose.
Addie's on the
very muscly
table.
Caboose.
Jay is being hoisted up.
Yeah, so Addie is on the top of the table now. Jay, Dahlia, and Dump Truck are sort of halfway up. So if you imagine, when I say table, I mean like several tables stacked on top of each other, right? It's like Dahlia, Jay, and Dump Truck are sort of climbing it. They're like halfway up. And at the very top is Savvy and Addie. Krum, what do you want to do? The Sorcerer King is still looking in from above.
Lip him off. No.
Yeah, give him the finger.
Free action. My God, the cats put all the toys under the table. I'll get y'all's toys out of here.
I guess I want to try. How high is the table? How high is Addie up?
Maybe 12 feet, 15 feet.
I don't think I could jump that high.
Tentacle.
I think you could jump high enough to like grab them, right? I don't think you could jump and land on there probably. Right. It would take some climbing, but I think you could jump and sort of reach with your arm. Yeah.
That's what I'd like to do then. I'd like to do a athletic move.
I love it.
I go by and then I if it works.
Yeah. Why don't we say
that's my move.
I think the way is relatively clear for you, and given your sort of newfound clarity, I think you're sort of like in the right headspace. So why don't we say make an athletics check, and you have to beat a 10.
Oh, okay. I know I'm probably hollering. I'm like, I'm coming, Addie.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 19.
Ooh.
Plus 5. So.
Ooh.
You have plus 5 to athletics?
I have proficiency and then plus 3.
Damn.
God damn.
I run and I leap and it's like just majestic.
Do you flip?
Now that is Michael Jordan.
Yeah. That's Air Krum.
That's
Air Krum.
No, so I swoop her in and then I roll to protect her.
You tuck and roll. I love it.
And roll and flip and kind of like matrix it a little bit.
Do you roll on the ground or are you rolling in the air and landing on your feet? Are you sticking the landing?
I think I'm much more of a rolling on the ground kind of person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Savvy, how long does your command effect last?
It lasts. Where do I find this again?
Is it like
duration
an hour?
1 round?
Oh, 1 round.
Yeah. So
okay, so until your next turn. So I think Krum, you get her, and she's resisting.
Yeah, that's tough.
She's not saying anything, and you sort of roll onto the ground and stop, and she's like trying to push to get out. She's trying to get out of it.
That little kid ferret kind of thing.
Yeah, that little like bag of snakes. Just moving. Yep. Okay, Pri, you're up.
Okay, so what's the status of Dahlia and Jay and Dump Truck? They're still just kind of
They are
up.
stalled.
Locked.
They're stalled. They're locked. Dump Truck is trying to pull up, and Dahlia is like pushing back, and she's got her knife stabbed into the table. And Jay, I think, is starting to come to themselves. They're coming back to themselves, and they're like freaked out. Right, they're looking around and they're freaked out, but they're pinned in between Dahlia and Dump Truck.
Okay, I'm gonna
halfway up.
I'm gonna do a free action, I guess, and dash up the wall, kind of ahead of them. I'm trying to kind of vertically climb up to get to the open, hatch.
To the hatch.
Yeah, to get to the hatch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Punch the Sorcerer King.
Yeah, he's looking in. He has not come in. He's just sort of looking
There's something
down.
about he can't. There's something about him not being able to. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Go get near him.
He's afraid of trains.
He's got train phobia.
Yep.
Bring your bell at him, Pri.
He's got choo-choo phobia. Yeah, it's
a real thing. Truly,
it's the silent killer. Yeah.
Except trains aren't silent.
Yeah, that's true. I think you probably heard him say to Savvy and Dump Truck, I can't go in there.
Yeah. So I'm coming for him.
But he's sort of peeking in. Okay, yeah, you make it to the top, and what do you want to do? You're standing on top of this table. And around you, sort of on this table, are the bodies of Doyle, Zilla, and Isabel, and they're starting to come to as well.
Okay.
Step on Isabel on your way out.
Oh, Isabella.
Oh, 100%. I'm just going to jump on her shoulders and propel myself
Not her
upward.
shoulders, jump right on her neck and then just go.
Yeah, she's still prone. They're all still prone, but they're starting to shift around a little bit.
She's a dwarf. She's sturdy. Okay, yeah, I'll propel off her stomach.
Nice.
So she gets knocked out again.
She's lived a hard life. She's fleeing. Right. Oh, you cruel people.
Propelling off her stomach.
You can be abused and an abuser, honey. It's really just how it be.
Takes one to know one. I'm gonna propel myself right for.
Also, I should say, Savvy is also up there. I forgot that Savvy is also on top of the table.
Punch him as he goes.
I know, right? Just punch him, and then go all the way up.
So I think as this, if you want to do this, I think he would get an attack of opportunity as you go by him. If you want to go for the Sorcerer King. Because he's just up on top of the table.
Okay, yeah. If you wanted to, that's fine. But I'm focused on the Sorcerer King at this point.
All right, so let's do Savvy's attack first.
Okay.
If you want, you have the opportunity if you would like, as Pri sort of jumps by you.
Can I, reach up as she's going past to grab her leg to pull her down?
Yeah, you could grapple.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want. Grapple.
Yeah, so I think this is a strength test between you two. Is that right? That's how grappling works?
Oh boy, we're now gonna see who has the bigger muscles.
That's too funny. Where do I find this?
It's obviously me.
There's a lot riding on this. Marriages could rise and fall based on this roll, everybody.
Damn. I think I have a -1 to strength too.
That about says it all, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
well,
Pri has a +19
plus
to strength or something like that.
All right, so you have 13 plus 2, so 15.
15.
And I get 5.
I think this is how it works. This is amazing. Pri jumps, and you go to grab and pull her down, and she just lifts you up into the air, like a little kid holding on to a bunch of balloons. Whoop, up, just up, ooh, up in the air. You
it's like Mary Poppins, and I'm the umbrella.
Yeah. And Pri doesn't even notice the change. There's no, it's not like she's like, someone's on me.
But
no.
Have you guys seen that video of Jenna Marbles levitating her dog with balloons. Like her old Chihuahua just goes floating with these balloons.
Ties a bunch of balloons to it.
It's one of my favorite videos on the entire internet, and that's all I can picture of is this little Chihuahua floating.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
It's great. Okay, and so you jump up there. What do you want to do? Are you like going to punch him? I think he's like entirely startled and shocked by this. Like at the beginning of your turn, you were far away, and now you are right up in his face, and so he's not expecting you. The Sorcerer King isn't. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna grab him.
You're gonna grab him?
Mm-hmm.
Grapple.
Okay.
Man.
Yes, him.
I'll
hold him in your arms.
just grab him.
Gonna grab him and pin him.
This is a very romance-heavy episode.
Is it?
Yeah. You're gonna grapple him.
Has blood been spilled?
So let's do.
Not romantic without blood.
Yeah, right. I'm sure that it'll happen.
Soon.
Let's do a strength test between you two, and I'll give you advantage since this is a surprise. So you could roll twice and then pick the higher of the two.
13. It's a 15.
I got a 12. So yeah, so you grab him, and what do you? You're gonna grab him and then start falling back, unless you want to like hold your. Are you like sort of wedging yourself up there, or are you grabbing him and falling back down, or are you grabbing him and like? Do you want to be up top with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on top, which is. I realize it's going to be a time-sensitive thing, but I'm going to basically pin him to the top of the roof of the train, and essentially have his head kind of dangling, like, closer to the hatch, basically as if I'm threatening to, like, drop him down into it or throw him down into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
That's great. That's very good. I had not rolled initiative for him because he was not in this, but I will roll it.
Pull that motherfucker in.
Wouldn't he just be at the end?
Yeah, just put him in.
Yeah, well, he rolled a 2 anyway.
Like
so.
Sweet babe.
He did not expect that, and then Pre comes rocketing at him from the hatch, and he's like, "Oh Jesus!"
Yeah. Yeah, he thought this was one of those battles where like the general gets to sort of stand on the side and sort of watch it all play out. And
yeah, no.
Then
everyone knows in battle you go straight for the general.
We don't believe in that.
Okay, it's Dump Truck is going to shout up to you, Savvy. Savvy, you're dangling from the top. I think.
Oh jeez.
Well, I guess it depends. Pre, you probably crawled all the way out of the hatch. Is that right? You're all the way up on top of the roof of the car.
What I imagine
right?
is like I propelled like a fucking tornado or like torpedo going up and then kind of falling on top.
Yeah. So I think Savvy, you're out. You're all the way out now. You're on top of the roof as well.
Oh.
No. You're
laying down.
You're maybe still holding on to Pre's leg. sort of holding on to it.
So shaking her leg. What is this?
Dump Truck screams up and says, "Savvy, what do I do?"
Bring him up here.
Okay. I think Dump Truck is going to try and punch you, Dahlia.
Okay.
He's gonna like try and like sort of knock you off.
Go for it. Go ahead and try. He's gonna like punch backwards.
Yeah, he's punching like this. So let's say he'll have disadvantage on this attack.
Okay. My other question is that I'm like trying to hold on to Jay.
Not good. Yeah, you're trying to hold on to Jay.
Okay. So
yeah, so he got a 6, which I think probably doesn't go through your armor class. Is that
No, it does not.
Yeah. So Dump Truck takes a swing and accidentally punches Jay.
Oh.
And
Rude.
Jay says, "Ow, what the fuck?"
Yeah, what the fuck, Dump Truck? I thought we were friends.
And Jay is gonna like push off. And Dahlia, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at dexterity.
Yeah, I know you are. Yeah.
Okay, that's a 17. How much I got?
That's
plus
fine.
2.
That's fine. Yeah.
19.
Yeah. You land. Jay pushes off from Dump Truck, and you and
it's like
Jay,
a circus move. I just swing him away from all of this towards the door.
It's nice.
That's
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. You swing Jay over, and Jay is now sort of away from the table and from Dump Truck, and you land on your feet. And you, I think, also managed to help Jay land on their feet.
Run away from here.
Jay is like holding their nose where they got punched, or like the side of their head where they got punched by Dump Truck. And Jay says, fuck no, I'm gonna beat that guy's ass.
All right, well, is it Dahlia's turn to beat this guy's ass? We're gonna have a tag team whoop ass.
I'm rolling initiative for Jay, who's in.
Oh my God, Jay! Bless.
I love it.
Dahlia's up. So Dahlia, at this point,
he's on the wall. I'm gonna stab him in the back. Backstab, buddy.
But lovable Dump Truck.
He betrayed me.
It's so literal. They
Put him down
in the back. Okay. Let's see the roll against his armor class.
15.
Friends, you don't know what
I don't know what else I had. Plus. Wait, let me see.
It's just a normal.
You're attacking our kids.
Well, wait. If you're a rogue, I think they can use Dex for their attack.
Yeah, you can use dexterity, your dexterity modifier.
So yeah,
like,
plus 2. No, it's plus 2.
A 17.
And then with backstab, you know what? I'm thinking of a different game actually though. So never mind.
Yeah, that hit. So why don't you roll damage?
Okay, I have 2 daggers
to Dump Truck.
Well, I only have 1 dagger out, so I'll.
Yeah, you only have 1 out, right?
I'll just go with the 1 for now.
Yeah.
So cute.
4 plus 3, 5, 6, 7 piercing damage.
What do we have happening over there? Is there some snuggles?
Oh,
I don't know if you can.
Puppy and babies.
Oh.
Stella's a mama dog to some.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but the 2 kittens are there and.
Are they just like crescent mooning into each other?
Sweet baby.
Just like.
Okay, so what was it? You do 5 damage?
No, I do 7 piercing damage, and so yeah, I don't know what piercing has as a benefit, but it may.
I think if they have like armor bonuses.
Oh, Dump Truck.
I think if they have armor bonuses, it goes through it, but Dump Truck does not. Dump Truck is not the kind of person who would wear armor usually, and not on his back because he doesn't expect his friends to stab him there. But
maybe he should stop trying to steal kids.
Fair.
Well, okay, takes one to know one. Dump Truck says, "Ow, that was my back," and falls off. He falls off the table where he had been sort of clinging like a climber. He just sort of falls off backwards and sort of lands. Yeah, I think Savvy, you hear him shout in distress. You hear, "Oh, that was my back," and
the thud.
And the thud as he lands on the ground. Dahlia, you should also know that at this point, Isabel, Zilla, and Doyle have all gotten up and they're on top of the table and they're looking around and their faces are sort of strangely slack. They're kind of empty and devoid of anything. So
NPCs.
Yeah.
Continue as normal, children.
Yeah. Savvy, you're up. You are up on top, clinging to Pre's leg.
Should I see if if Addie broke free for me since it lasted until this?
Oh,
point
right.
here?
Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'll roll a strength check against you.
I feel like I wouldn't use strength. Right? I feel like I'd be dexterity because she's boneless.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. And probably she would as well, right? I mean, she's not really using muscles to get out. She's using that sort of weird little kid energy.
Yeah. Acrobatics is a dexterity.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I'm at 15.
I got a 16.
Okay, she broke free.
She wiggles out. Yeah, she wiggles out, and she's she just runs back toward the table. She's just running back towards the table and starting to climb again. Yeah. Savvy, you're up.
So I know
actually,
Sorcerer King.
Wait, this is when your command breaks, right?
Yeah.
So I think she gets to the table and sort of like stops, and she looks around, and you can see some of the expression come back into her face, Krum, and she looks over at you and she says, "What's going on?" And we'll go to Savvy.
Yeah. So I drop down back onto the table.
It's me again.
I'm back.
And so I would be right, kind of by Krum and Addie, right?
Are you on top of the table?
Yeah.
Krum and Addie are down.
Oh, they're down now.
They're down. So you're standing next to Isabel, Zilla, and Doyle. Okay. And I think when you drop down, they turn to you and they say, "Orders?"
You gotta get him, guys. And then, "I'm sorry, friends. This wasn't supposed to happen like this." And then he casts Bane on all three of them.
What is it?
All right.
Bane.
What is this? Bing?
Bane?
Oh, so Bing.
It's like I didn't want to do this, friends, but you went after the king. You forced my hand. And so it's up to 3 creatures of my choice I can see must make a charisma saving throw, and then whenever that target fails, if they fail this saving throw, any attack roll or saving throw that they make before the spell ends, they have to subtract a d4 to whatever they
from
roll.
Any saving throw.
Yeah, any attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, and who are you picking?
Attack roll or saving roll?
Both. Any, and it lasts up to a minute. So I don't know how many turns.
That's 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Holy
Is that right?
shit.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. 10.
So it's a minute.
It's 6
and each
seconds.
round is 6 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there are 10 rounds in a minute.
My bad.
Woof.
Yeah.
Okay. Which 3 are you picking? Are you picking these 3?
Yeah, these 3.
All right, let's do this. How much do I gotta roll to get out of this shit?
Here's the thing.
I was just gonna cast the best spell.
I think you can't. I don't think you can see Pre, because she's above you.
Oh,
yes! Okay, good.
Oh shit. Okay.
you can jump on his head and bust it open.
That's
Yeah.
I
I'm
tempted.
Does that change? Savvy, does that change what you would do?
Wait, actually,
It says
yeah,
up to-
that I can
up to
see.
3.
That I can see. So
Okay.
I'll just do the third one on Jay. So Pre's unaffected.
Okay. All right. So, and what are we trying to save against? This
13.
is a wisdom.
Charisma?
No, charisma against 13. Come on, Jay. Got big plans for you. Oh, Jay rolled a 17, mofo.
Nice!
Did not save.
How much do I need to roll?
13.
13. Got to beat a 13.
And I get plus. Oh,
This is
it's
charisma?
a charisma.
I got 6.
Shit, I got 12.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
well,
that means you roll a d4 on all of your attack and save throws, and then you, damn.
Attack.
Get
and
out
save.
my little torture pyramid here.
All right.
What does this look like when you cast this, Savvy? What is it? What does the spell look like?
So I have to take, maybe a little dagger and get a teeny bit of blood, and then maybe think Naruto and just put it on my hand.
I've never seen Naruto.
Oh.
You saved yourself.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Or maybe I did something like
Yeah.
on my hand.
Cool. I like it.
And then babe.
I love it.
You can watch up to a certain point, and then once they go to that time jump,
And
just,
then it just
stop.
goes over.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop
Is that like
watching.
300 episodes in or something like that?
I don't know.
That
I
didn't
read
that
the
show,
manga.
right? Yeah.
Didn't that show
I read
run
the
for like a
mo-
really long
It
time?
did.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's
Yeah.
still
It did.
technically.
I remember when
It's
it
still
ended. It
going?
was like 20
Boruto,
years.
his kid.
Yeah, it's now his son.
Yeah,
He's
you
in
heard.
the-
You heard right, Josh. You heard right.
His name's Boruto.
Boruto. Yeah.
Boruto.
Man.
Yeah,
It hurts. I haven't
Man.
seen
For
that.
some
Rubbing it in.
low hanging fruit.
You know when writers are starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
What could his son's
Apparently-
name be?
His son is like friends with the bad guy's son, who has like a kid for no fucking good reason. And
Harry
I was
Potter.
Like, wasn't he dead?
Well,
Okay, so you do your cool Naruto spell, and
I don't feel so good.
Krum and Dahlia are immediately sort of impacted. by this.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm angry.
Okay, Krum, you're up.
Angry.
Okay, so Addie is still safe. She's away from them.
Yeah, she's standing at the base of the table tower and is looking at you, and she says, "What's going on? What happened?"
Come on over here. Get behind me.
Yeah.
Get hurry.
She runs over and she climbs up on your back.
Okay, and then do I have a clear line of fire at anybody?
Savvy, Isabel, Doyle, Zilla, and the Sorcerer King's head.
I'm gonna give it back to Savvy then. I'm gonna blast him. And be like,
yeah, this is like Naruto versus Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z always wins.
Yeah. And 30 rounds later, you're still fucking charging it up.
Krum screaming.
You're fucking charging it up, and you're screaming even louder, and your hair's gotten longer and longer.
Yep.
I don't know.
Dahlia's gonna come in here with some bleach in a second.
God damn it. We've got Pokemon. We've got Naruto. I mean, yeah. I'm going to come in with some fucking... Jay turns into a fucking Care Bear and just hugs you. Just hugs you all.
That would be nice.
Okay. Yeah, let's see it. Let's see this roll.
Okay, and I assume it's going to count for the -4, eh?
This is an attack roll. Yeah.
Well, it got stuck in my bag. I mean...
That dice...
You know what else got stuck? All of us.
That is...
We just froze.
Oh no, we froze again.
Real quick.
Right,
and I look so
stupid.
Quick reset.
Give us 30 seconds.
30 seconds. We'll be back.
We're back. Oh, I wish it wouldn't break.
I know.
You guys. Pretty
Armor class, right? Yeah.
Don't hate.
We're gonna have something. So this is gonna be. It's gonna be good. It's gonna look good.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, are we back?
All right.
Yeah,
great.
we're back.
Great. Krum just informed. Yeah.
A 21.
Holy shit!
Oh, nice.
But
now let me take my Bane. My Bane.
Yeah, your Bane pain.
Bane pain.
That's a 4, so it's down to 17.
Does a 17 hit your armor class, Savvy?
My
Definitely.
13 is an armor class. Do I make any other saving throws or just against AC?
No, it's just against your AC. Yeah, it's an attack. So let's see it, Krum. Do you roll damage?
I do. So here's what's gonna happen. Okay, so it's a crackling kind of beam of energy, maybe kind of like force lightning kind of situation.
Yeah.
I have really been working on it. So you're gonna take 1d10.
Rest in peace.
My charisma.
Team Rocket.
So that's 8 plus 2, so that's 10. And it launches you 10 feet.
Oh shit!
Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Yep.
I just love this. Savvy's like, I'm sorry guys, I gotta do it. And then hits you with a thing that causes no damage, and Krum's like, you got me.
Yep.
Boom. And fucking lightning bolts you into the air.
I've never been known to respond at the appropriate magnitude.
I like this idea of him like Yu Hakusho, like pointing at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
we're gonna do every anime reference we can.
Yes. This is
in
so
this
great.
episode.
I'm gonna get out my little black book and I'm gonna write Savvy in it. 30 minutes later, heart attack.
Yeah,
Go on.
I love it. Okay,
nice.
Savvy, you are launched off of this table tower and you fly 10 feet.
It's directly in the angle. So did I launch him up through the portal or
through the hole?
I think the
portal
is
the wall.
I think the portal is straight above him. The hatch is straight above him. So I think he goes. He flies up and maybe hits the ceiling.
Yeah, sweet.
And then drops down.
Ow.
Drops down.
It was nice
Say sorry. Say sorry.
Okay.
Ow.
Pre, you're up.
Oh, good.
And
jolly good.
You look forward and see that. Excuse me. The train. I don't know how to sort of describe this. This is the last turn you're going to want to be on top of the train.
Or it's water time.
It's you're nearing the tunnel, and if you stay up top, you're going to be floating away from the train.
Bad time.
After this turn.
But so is the Sorcerer King.
Yeah, Soul of the Sorcerer King.
If he's
So
real.
basically, if the first action at the beginning of your next turn isn't inside the train, we will have split the party somewhat permanently.
No, get back inside.
It'll be Pre's adventures on the lake, and then the other folks is what the story will be. So so you've got this turn, and as long as your first action next turn is getting inside the train, not that you couldn't get inside right now. Closing the hatch would be good too. I think you're going through a tunnel that is sort of like magically sealed off from the water, so it's not like it needs to be.
Darn, I was gonna summon my moon magic and Sailor Moon blast this motherfucker, but
you could do that too. Yeah, do that and then jump back inside next time.
So go ahead.
So I'm gonna put my hand on his neck and kind of push his hand down, or his head down towards like the hole, and say, if you don't tell me what you want with our kids, I'm gonna throw you down there to the whims of my friends, and you will not like my friends. And I'm gonna cast.
Dahlia.
So that was just a talk, a speech thing, right? So it doesn't count as my action.
Whoa, no, that's a free action.
You're like dead.
Wow.
He has a concussion.
He's on the ground. He gets up to be like, ooh, and then like.
But weirdly, from his angle, he's lying broken on the ground, and he can see you framed perfectly, and it's like amazing. Do you want the Sorcerer King says? The Sorcerer King smiles up at you, and he says, why don't you just ask your friend what I want with the kids? He knows.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense on him.
Okay. What does that do?
I can detect good and evil. Until the end of my next turn, I can sense anything affected by spells, blah blah blah. But really, I just want to know who the fuck this motherfucker is at this point. Is he good or is he bad?
Okay. And what do you roll against? Or do you just do it?
You know what? I might actually just do it because I don't see any.
Is it a cantrip?
It's just a.
Oh yeah, that's right there.
Right? Where is it? It's just a move, right? Because I don't see that it says I have to roll necessarily anything.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It says you can use this feature one time per long rest. So yeah, I'll just do it.
Yeah, he's evil. Yeah, he's very evil.
Oh, yeah. Joy.
Yeah.
He's very evil.
He's a bad guy. Yeah, he's a bad guy. Do you want more? Do you want more? I mean, I don't feel like I've given you much with that. Do you want to? Are you like looking for something in particular about him?
I just need to know whether or not we've misunderstood something, because at the end of the day,
we the baddies?
Yeah, Pre is about justice, and I think that question that we had technically minutes ago about, are we bad or are we good? Kind of has rattled Pre. So
do you look at Dahlia and Krum as well, like to get a sense?
I wouldn't be able to see them. Right?
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to do that spell on them. To be honest,
table.
No, but you do the spell and you can see, right?
Oh, that's true.
It's not like you're doing it on a person.
Dahlia's on the table. So
yeah. Are you on the table now?
I mean, this spell will last a while.
I was on the table when Dump Truck tried to like punch me.
No, but remember, Jay pushed off.
Yeah, but then I swung, like I was still on
the table. Oh,
you
didn't leave the table. Oh,
no,
I see.
I swung Jay to the ground safely, but I'm still
stayed
up there ready to roll.
Yeah, so I think maybe you can see a little bit of Dahlia. You can see Savvy.
Evil all the way down.
Yeah, let me get an overview of everyone's hearts at this point.
So the question is, are they good or evil?
Yeah. Like, are their hearts black, or is there some light in their hearts? I think is really the way that I think she would look at it. Like, is there some glow to them?
Yeah.
Or is it just darkness all around?
You look at Dahlia and you see some gray area. There's
just good old gray.
Yeah, and yeah. And
not surprising.
You look at Savvy and you I don't want to make character choices for Savvy.
I think you see a lot of gray, but you also see lots of the colors of the rainbow as well. You know.
How about that? He's got a rainbow heart. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think you see some gray area with Savvy. I think you see certainly elements of evil, but some elements of good too. And the two kind of warring with each other.
He just smacked my dice.
Yeah, do it.
What did he roll?
Yeah, what did he roll?
What if I push that
I don't
off?
know. I can't even find it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, baby. That cat only rolls nat 20s.
Yeah, look at him.
A cat 20. I think with Dahlia, you see. I think there's a kind of double vision that you have where you're seeing the Dahlia of now, and you see mostly good, with some elements of darkness maybe, but mostly good. But you also see sort of behind that, as if like the Dahlia that you're seeing right now is kind of a facade. Behind that, you see a different Dahlia that has much more darkness. Still elements of light, but much more darkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about Dump Truck and?
Dump Truck is a being made of light entirely.
No.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah. I think Dump Truck, is mostly good. And what you're really seeing is like he thinks he's doing good.
I quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Quit
shocking.
this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Game sucks.
By the way, you can also probably see Isabel, Doyle, and Zilla. And they are all good.
Yeah, they're all chill AF.
They're all good. There's no evil in them.
Wait, what about Isabel?
Yeah, good.
She thought she was doing the right thing.
and lastly, can I see Krum?
Nope.
I don't think you can see Krum from this angle. Yeah.
Okay. That's perfect. All right.
Krum doesn't want to know either.
Yeah, I love that. All right. That's very good. Okay. So I think with that, I'm just
is that your action, or is that can you still do something?
I don't actually, you know what? I don't think I can. I think that was just because I already spoke and then I cast that spell. So I don't think there's anything else that I could do at this point.
I think you could move. You could move maybe. If
yeah,
you want, you don't need to, but you could.
Yeah,
you could move.
I mean, my next move would have just been to toss him off the train.
Off the train?
Yeah.
I think if you want to do that, that'll be an action, so you can do that at the beginning of next turn, depending on what he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep this motherfucker pinned for a little bit then.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay
okay,
on
so
as I'm processing this information.
So he's up, and he's gonna try and push out from under you. So he'll do a strength test against you.
Okay.
And
Good
roll
luck, buff, handsome
clown
man.
shoes. Yeah. Yeah, his muscles are all for show because he rolled a 3.
Oh, that's I mean,
his muscles are just the.
I feel like your modifier.
I think my modifier already like beats him. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it
I'm
doesn't
sure.
matter. It's like an 8.
You got like a +5 or something. And, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So he sort of struggles against you and can't get out, and it maybe seems like he's not really trying that much.
I mean, I wouldn't want to try either. It's like fucking She-Ra has you pinned down. Like, why would you even want She-Ra to get off?
Why would you even want to get out of that?
I know. Yeah.
Just be like, submit.
Yeah. Just like, okay, I like this.
This is how I want to
go. He just looks up at you and he says, "I'm just gonna come back. This is all of this is my creation. I can't be killed here. I'll just come back. You can destroy this. I'll be back. It's fine.
And we'll keep on fighting."
And Jay is up, and Jay is going to fucking people's elbow Dump Truck.
Yeah.
He's gonna run up and just fucking
kid.
Bring the pain. Just sort of bring the pain on Dump Truck. God, Jay is rolling so well. I realize this is just me. This is just me playing against me right now, but I'm very into it. I've been watching a lot of Glow recently, and this is sort of this is where it's coming from. So
isn't writing a novel just role playing by yourself?
It is. It's a lot of that.
Me and Pablo both discussed that that's the reason we write novels. because we just want to role play with ourselves.
Yeah, we were those kids on the playground who were like, guys, let's pretend to be this, and everybody was like, I want to play basketball instead.
Let's play tag.
Like, cool, I'll just be by the wall.
That was my childhood to a T.
Mm-hmm. So Jay does a big old 4 damage to Dump Truck.
Ooh, damn Dump Truck.
And says, "Don't ever fucking punch me in the face again."
Go Jay.
And stands up.
Rage.
And now Dump Truck is up, and Dump Truck sits up, and he looks pretty rough.
I was gonna say he's been stabbed in the back.
And also people's elbowed in the back. And
right on the wound.
Right on the wound. Yeah, Jay really brought the pain. He sits up and he looks around and he says, I'm sorry. What are we supposed to be doing? Savvy, what are we supposed to be doing?
Dump Truck, come over here.
Are we kidnapping kids? I thought we were saving them. I thought we were getting them back.
No.
And he hobbles over to where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get up yet, Savvy, because I got something for you. You lay down there.
Complicated. Dumb. The time
to say the least.
It's nearly time. We just have to hold on a little longer.
He just sits down. He's like done fighting. He sits down. He looks really bad off. And he just sits down and he says, I'm just so confused. And Dahlia, you're up.
All right, it's time. Savvy messed with me, and so I'm gonna point at him and cast Hellish Rebuke.
Wait.
And so you have to roll.
Yeah, understand.
You have to roll a saving dex throw.
Ooh, saving.
And I can just cast this automatically because it's a racial bonus I got at level 3.
I love this.
No.
And so you as if a phantom wind has come into the train. All of a sudden you hear Dahlia whispering as if she's right beside you, and she says, "You're gonna burn." And then flames sprout up around you, and you have to roll a saving throw to see if you're gonna get hurt by those.
How much do I need to roll?
I fucking love this so much.
This is dark.
You have to roll a 12.
It's Dex?
Yeah.
Good luck.
10 plus I got 2.
12.
To 12.
Oh,
How does
okay.
that work?
I think
he misses. Yeah, he passes it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't get burnt. You jump out of the flames and feel the heat.
It's getting hot in here.
Does he have to do this every turn, or is it just the once?
It's until he actually saves. So if you
you
save first roll, then you're out. But you're stuck in those flames until you roll your way out.
He still takes half the damage, right?
Yeah. Does he still take some?
Let me see.
Is this still a?
Yeah, he still takes half 2d10 of fire damage. So I need to roll
2d10.
2d10. I need to roll 2d10s.
That's gonna be an instant kill or instant kill.
Well, that's too bad.
Damn.
I can only use this if you hit me. So your Bane made this possible. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's just roll this and then
wait, if I hit you, did I hit? Physically hit or
no? It's any attack that lands. So your Bane does it. So half of 15 is
7.
Okay, so 7 damage.
Okay. Do you have to roll the -4?
No.
No? Oh,
no, I think it's just on the attack roll. It's not on the damage roll. Yeah, since this is And
it's a cantrip, so it's just automatic.
Oh.
Owie.
Wow. I don't have to roll to cast the spell. I just do it.
Owie.
You did want to test our strength, so there you go.
Ow! Hot! Guys, relax.
But at least it's only one turn. You're not stuck in the fire. So
yeah, Savvy, you're up. You're up.
Okay, wait. So I can get out of the fire?
You already did because
you did.
You rolled your dex saving throw.
Oh, okay, but I see. Okay.
But you got.
if you failed, it would. If you failed, it would keep going. But yeah.
Okay.
If you failed, you'd be stuck in there getting a d20 worth of a burn. however long it took until you're either dead or you get out.
Okay. All right. Well, Savvy grabs, dump truck and kind of jumps out of the way. Maybe a little farther back, kind of trying to put some distance between him and everyone. Yeah. And, he says, friends, we're on the same side here. Just give it a second. And then he casts Cure Wounds on him and dump truck.
Okay, nice.
Be, touching.
How much does this heal?
Because
dump truck really needs it.
If you sneeze on dump truck, he's gonna die.
Actually, can I only? I'm trying to think of whether I can do it on both, but maybe not.
I feel like you can only do it on one person. I don't think it's like a mass heal.
Was it just on one?
Second.
A creature you touch. Yeah, it's not on yourself.
Just...
Well, I guess technically you could touch yourself, but...
Yeah, I have another thing, but it's
heal.
I had another heal but it has like a 10-minute cast time, which sucks, but...
That really sucks.
Yeah, especially because that's...
It's a spirit bomb.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's like 600 rounds of combat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Savvy's trying to communicate, we're on the same team, but then he looks at dump truck and is like, dump truck, and he casts Cure Wounds on dump truck. So it's 2d8, so he heals him for 12 points.
Hell yeah.
It's like,
dump truck's like, oh my god. Truck.
You're the best of us.
Yeah, dump truck is you heal him and he sort of he pops up and he puts a hand on your, I don't think he's tall enough to reach your shoulder. He puts a hand on your elbow and he says, thanks, Savvy. You've always been my best friend.
Yeah, you too. I love you.
Me too. And they just hug. They're just hugging.
The Sorcerer King is gonna leave them behind, like, oh my god.
The Sorcerer King's like, what the fuck?
Why did I hire them?
I gotta stop hiring friend duos. Damn it.
And Savvy wants to shout out at Pre. Pre, get down here. He's a lot stronger than you think.
Okay, nice.
Just throw him off the train and jump down.
It is Krum's turn.
I'm gonna talk.
Okay.
That's a free action, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I am a free person.
Especially now.
Krum, right before you start, you hear that voice in your head.
I know.
And it just says, it's time, Krum.
No.
It's time. You need me, Krum.
Not
time.
You need me.
Literally the worst time.
You need me.
It's not time.
You need me.
It's not time. I don't need you. Why would I need you right now? These idiots, they can't even tell the difference between an ass and a hole in the ground right now. Whooping them. Don't need you. Am I gonna have to roll?
No.
Okay.
You convinced him. You convinced him.
Yeah. But it's there. It's there. It's there in your head. Yeah.
Okay. I point at Savvy.
you point at Savvy and dump truck waves and it's like, oh.
No, not you. You
I hate when I do
stop.
that.
Yeah.
You, both of you promise to stop stealing kids?
This was never about the kids for us.
Well,
for the
I'm
Sorcerer
offering
King,
you
maybe.
the Bird of Peace, and a minor illusion, a little,
with matchsticks in its hands, and it's got a top hat again, and
and also
it's
like
beautiful.
a laurel around his neck with peace.
Yeah.
And I send it over to him like, Are you gonna pick it up, or are you gonna be a son of a bitch again?
Can Savvy add some flourish to the bird?
He may, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know,
you gotta promise
like fireworks.
You gotta stop. You gotta promise not to work for the Sorcerer King anymore. He's the problem.
Dump Truck stands up and high fives the bird.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna take that.
High fives it.
I'm gonna turn to Addie. I'm gonna say, Addie, hold on to my hand. Let's undo some of the hurt. And I'm gonna say, would you heal this guy? He's looking pretty rough.
You're talking about Savvy?
Yeah.
Considering Dump Truck got healed.
She holds onto your hand, and at first I think she kind of hides behind your hand a little bit.
Don't you worry.
And she's sort of peeking out, and she says, "Are you sure?"
Hey, I think we need to.
Yeah,
you need to give him a chance.
Savvy's like, "Yeah, I'm sure. Actually, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll speak for him. He's sure. He's sure. Yeah." She reaches out, and I think she reaches out and is like she's gonna sort of cup your face like this, and at the last minute she slaps you.
Slap a little health into him.
But
Atta girl.
But you're healed up. Yeah, you're healed up.
There's the healing.
Bam!
Yeah.
Healing.
Yeah.
Like a Baptist preacher.
She keeps her hand there, and she says, "Don't ever cast that spell on me again." And then she scuttles back behind Krum.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, that's all I want to do. And then I hold out my arm like this. I'm like, "We good?" No, you don't. No, it's just this is the
predator, like one of these, like one of the
predator.
One of these. Yeah. Yeah.
And we both, you know,
yeah,
there it is. That's what
Dump Truck next to you was like,
you know?
yeah. Dump Truck next to you is just like also flexing, but like not in it, right? Yeah,
that was a little treat for the audience there.
Yeah, little invitation to the gun show.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn accomplished.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
It was a very good turn. Pre, you're up. The water has started to creep up. So I think the top of the train car is sort of flat, and then it kind of tapers off into it sort of arcs around, and the water has started to creep up the sides as the train is diving down further.
Cool. I'm gonna punch him in the face. Punch him so hard that he flies off the train.
Okay. All right. I love this. So you had been like holding him down. Do you like hold him up and just sort of like punch him off into the sky?
That's the plan.
Like a Looney Tunes character.
Exactly.
Yeah. He flies off and he hits a cloud, and the cloud sort of like pops apart. Yeah. All right. Let's see it. Let's see the roll.
He leaves his shape in the cloud.
Yeah. Let's see the roll. Yeah. Let's see the roll.
Okay.
And I think you have advantage on this since you're grappling him and he is prone.
That's a 21.
Okay, yeah, that does actually. Let me check.
Goes with a strength, right? Strength modifier.
No, this is against this is against his armor class. It does hit actually. Yeah, I had to check, but it does hit.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the Sorcerer King. I gotta make it count. So Pre's eyes glow a heavenly gold, and she just fires up the old cannon.
Last time you talked about the oath that you had taken, the oath of revenge.
Vengeance, yeah.
Path of vengeance. What do you get any bonuses when you fulfill it or when you act upon it?
I feel like I do, but I haven't really looked into it as much as I probably should have. I do think that there is like a bonus that you get for every move that is in relation to it. Let me just double check real fast if I can see.
Yeah.
But I think you do get some sort of like magical bonus. Yeah, it's something about like if I'm getting if my foes have wreaked ruin upon the world, it's because, you know, it's my duty to stop them and all that stuff. So yeah, this would count as one of those bonuses, but I'm not sure what the bonus would add in this case. I don't think I need the bonus, frankly, at this point.
Yeah, you don't need it. You don't need it.
But I do think it would kick in.
Okay.
If that changes anything.
As you punch him and he flies off, a couple of things happen. One, you feel some like extra strength sort of flowing through you, and he sort of, you know, like you're punching him and you expect him to maybe like kind of stumble back and fall into the water, but he like lifts off his feet. He like, you know, like you're strong, but he's a big, strong guy too. And you wouldn't expect this to happen, but there's something that happens when you punch him, and he sort of flies back and he lands in the water.
Did we just reference One Punch Man?
We're going there too. We're going there too.
I love to see it.
It was accidental, but I'm glad it happened.
Everyone on board.
Yeah. You do this, and as he is sort of flying back and landing in the water, he looks up at you. And are you jumping back into the hatch?
Yeah, as soon as I watch him fly, I'm gonna jump in.
You hear him shout as you are jumping in. He says, you hear his voice say, "You are always my favorite, Pri." And then he's gone. And you jump in and close the hatch. And I think we are out of battle.
Yeah.
You jump back in and you land next to Isabel and Zilla and Doyle. And Isabel says, "What in the world happened here?" And Zilla and Doyle look around and they're like, "What?"
I think when Isabel says that, I say, "It's because you talk too much."
She goes, "Oh, okay, yeah," and yeah, they're looking around for some sort of explanation. They do not have any recollection of what was just happening.
Dahlia spins her bloody knife and slides it away, like a job well done.
Yeah, the battle is over. Dump truck.
She hugs Addie now that she has both hands and doesn't have to be on her guard. She hugs Addie.
Nice. Addie gives you a big hug back, and she whispers in your ear, "That was scary."
Yeah, I was scared for you.
I was scared.
I look at our team members, and I ask, "Is everyone all right?"
Yeah.
Not you.
Yeah, I'm fine. Addie healed us up, and we're great.
Yeah, my plan didn't quite go to. Things didn't go quite to my plan here. Thanks, Pri. But
you tried to take our kids from us, you jerk.
You're the one who's playing for the wrong side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys have the kids, right?
Well, we do now because I stabbed Dump Truck and then set you on fire.
What did I miss?
Damn.
Yeah, you missed the fire, Pri. It was awesome.
It was a pretty even fight, Pri. We were sort of holding even, pretty steady back and forth.
Yeah.
How many times did you get Addie to heal you?
None for me.
Yeah, one time, but I was still quite fine.
I was also quite fine before being healed.
Yeah, but
also
maybe...
could have gone several more rounds.
Pri sees a little fluctuation in the gold light that from the spell. It's like
yeah.
A little bit of evil.
A couple stars winking out.
Yeah, but if you didn't jump up there, I could have had the chance to kill the Sorcerer King.
What?
Been planning it for.
What are you?
So
are you kidding me? You worked for him. Don't fall for that bullshit.
Dump Truck, we're gonna have to start from scratch again, buddy.
Wait, so
you're
gonna
working have to start
with him?
You guys
talking.
It took so long to get into his good graces.
So you want to kill the Sorcerer King? He was right beside you. Why didn't you just fight him?
He's like super duper strong. You can't
so
take it head on.
So you fought us instead?
Okay, yeah, first of all, we weren't really fighting. We had like a whole nother level we could have switched into.
Look, dude, you need to cut the crap.
Okay.
It's a long story.
You did beat us up pretty bad. Okay. It's true.
It hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need to start being real honest if you want us to take you seriously. Otherwise, I'm getting my daggers back out, especially a difference of opinion.
I think Dump Truck, when you say that, Dump Truck says, I think honesty would be a really great idea from all of us.
Yeah. Sure. I'll tell you what I know, which is a big fat nothing.
Krum, are you all right?
I'm not talking to you.
I've gathered the pieces of the cup, the shattered cup, and I'm just kind of like looking down at it.
Yeah.
And I'm quiet. I'm not a part of this discussion that's happening.
Savvy actually recognizes the cup from the very first time he met you guys, when he kind of saw it through your pockets or wherever it was.
Or when he was drinking the piano tune.
Stella's got something to say back there.
Yeah,
Stella's trying to
Stella
get in.
also.
Join in.
Yeah.
She has some things to admit.
Yeah, right.
Stella's like, there's a rule infraction a couple of rounds back, actually. One of the should have been a dexterity instead of strength. I just wanted to let you all know.
Nerd.
I think as you're talking about this, the train car goes dark, and then you're underwater. The train is underwater. Pre, you pulled the hatch closed, correct? And Isabel says, this was always my favorite part. And the train cuts down, and before you get too far under, the sunlight is still sort of filtering down, and you can see like all of this like incredible sea life down there. There are, huge fish and jellyfish and, various things. It's like very incredibly beautiful. And it's sort of there for maybe a minute or a minute and a half. And then you hear that sort of speaker voice come over the loudspeakers, and it just says, entering tunnel in 3, 2, 1. And because you're not the first car, it takes a little while to get to you, but then the tunnel sort of flashes by, and it's dark. It's totally dark. There are some lights that sort of shine. I think one of them is out because it's the place where Savvy collided with the ceiling.
Yep.
And Isabel sort of climbs down and goes over to one of the windows. There's like these huge sort of panels, and she pushes some buttons, and the window sort of flashes, and it's suddenly like looks like a nice sunlit meadow outside. And she turns around and she says, you can turn them to whatever you want. And she sort of pulls up a chair and sits down and is looking out.
Maybe you should go.
she like, me? I should?
Yeah, I don't know why you were working with the Sorcerer King, but honestly, if I never see you again, it'll be too soon.
The Sorcerer King was here?
Yeah, and you just tried to take our kids and give them to him.
I would never try to take kids. What are you talking about?
Dump Truck.
And I think at this point, Dump Truck says, oh, I know what's going on. The Sorcerer... So, like, all of this is the Sorcerer... It's, like, under his jurisdiction. This is, like, he has power over, like, all of this stuff. It's kind of, like, everybody here is kind of built from his memories. And so, when he wants
are we just his memories?
No, you guys are not his memories. He could have...
Oh, but everybody else is?
Yeah, he could have really super duper fucked you up if you were his memory. So, no, you're not. No. But yeah, he can sort of control some people if he's close by and sort of really exert some of his power.
Why does he want the kids?
It's why he never told us. I don't know.
I know.
Wait, what?
What?
I know why he wants those kids. I remember.
You remember what? How?
I show the cup and I'm like, maybe we should have an aside without the rabble.
Yes. Can we trust that you'll stay here, or are you gonna escape again?
Well, that's always a possibility.
No, we need to talk. We need to know everything that you know.
There's literally nowhere to go. We're sort of on this train for the next 36
I mean, we found
hours.
you in a closet in a haunted house. I totally expect you guys to go scuba diving.
I don't know how to swim.
Yeah, well, let's make sure that you remember that so that we don't have to force you into the ocean in a few minutes.
Should we?
Yeah, we're definitely not going anywhere.
What are you doing with your fingers?
Should we
yeah, don't cross your fingers.
That's what we do. That's what we do when we tell the truth.
That's a broken promise, you dumb butts.
We definitely don't have any way to swim out of here.
Could we just freeze them with the items? Would that work? Could we just freeze them, and then they don't have to go away?
What are you talking about?
I take out the bird.
Okay, you take out the bird. Isabel, Zilla, and Doyle freeze entirely. They go completely slack. Addie screams.
Stop.
Jay falls over, and Dump Truck says, "I like your bird."
Yeah, I put it away.
Well, okay. That backfired.
Sorry.
All right.
You guys are probably more important than you think.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good, then you'll stay here.
I need to hear what Krum's got to say first.
Me too.
Are we gonna trust these two?
Well, I could always kill him afterwards if they prove to be.
Wait.
There's definitely no way for us to escape.
There's no way for us to escape. Definitely.
They're not.
You
bad.
guys are saying that way too much. So there's definitely a way that you're gonna escape.
What do you mean? I'm
Let's
saying
just kill
there's
him.
definitely no way for us to escape. I don't know how I could be any more honest when I say it.
Definitely no way for us to escape.
We can't escape at all. What do you want from me?
I take out my knife.
He says, "I don't want you to stab me."
I think this guy just doesn't know how to talk.
But right now, I think our purposes align. So.
Yes.
Yeah, they're not evil.
Honestly, I don't know what I want. I just don't want to be dead and confused.
That
Agreed.
train may have sailed a long time. No, I'm kidding.
So none of the kids can hear me, can they?
I think Addie is still right up next to you. She's still holding onto your hand.
Oh, I'm gonna ask Addie to go check on everybody, see if there's any snacks or anything we should get.
Yeah.
Addie
Jay,
says,
why don't you take Addie and get some snacks downstairs?
Jay says, "Okay." And they start walking over to the stairs, and I think Zilla and Doyle come over, and Jay looks at them and says, "Get the fuck away from me." And Zilla and Doyle are like, "What?"
Yeah.
And Jay
Drama.
puts an arm around Addie and walks downstairs. And Zilla and Doyle are like,
We'll
What?
talk to him in a minute about everything.
Do you guys got beef? Did beef begin?
Look, they were helping the Sorcerer King, but it wasn't their choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Zilla and Doyle just
that means
sit down.
anything.
No, it does not. It means nothing. Krum, tell us what you know.
The kids, the special ones, the ones that freak out with our objects, they're powerful.
Yeah, I gathered that. Addie can heal.
But beyond that, even, I mean, they're like these little living power cells, and the Sorcerer King wants to like tap them like a resource.
But aren't we in like some weird construct the Sorcerer King made?
Yeah,
And we're
He
somehow in here too?
He didn't make this place. He built a lot of the places in it. He doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah. He rules this place though.
but he's
Which
not
is
content
like
with that.
Deadlands or something?
Yeah.
Almost Deadlands.
Almost dead. Yeah.
Well, Coma Land.
He wants to build a bridge into the living world, and to do that, he needs like a multiple suns worth of power, and that's, little Addie, she's like a little sun.
So
her
Addie
and
Jay.
And there's more that we haven't found yet.
Oh God, we're gonna be a whole orphanage.
Yeah, we came from the orphanage. By the way, we were.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we were at the orphanage. We live there. We work there. It's a whole thing.
What?
What do you mean it's a whole thing?
Maybe you should explain better.
I mean, we worked at the orphanage. What do you want me to say? We're good with kids, even you.
Me?
No, I mean, not
Dahlia.
Not exactly.
That doesn't sound right. I don't think we can trust this guy. Dump Truck leans forward and says, "How do you remember all of this? Savvy and I, we were trying to get you all to remember stuff.
Yeah.
This whole time. How did it?
Is that what you guys have been doing? Jumping out of closets and crap?
Well, look, you try everything, Yeah. You just try it all.
Jump scare? You really thought a jump scare would jumpstart our memories into working?
Look, when some people jump scare, they pee a little, and when some people jump scare, they remember a little. It happens. This is a well-known thing, okay?
That means next step was like hitting us with like a hammer or a mallet in our head.
Yeah. Dump Truck pulls out a hammer and he says, "Yeah, it was the next step. Actually,
Yeah,
I'm not going to. It was the next step. Yeah, it was." Dump Truck says, "How did you remember all of this?"
So I put the pieces of the cup on the table. Are we sitting at a table? I'm gonna splay it out in front of us somewhere,
Sure.
Some sort of platform, maybe a chair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "That's the lock. We locked ourselves up in these things, because remember back in that ghost town, and Sorcerer King was like rifling through our minds like they were a Rolodex, and he was looking for a number."
Through yours.
Was that just me?
It didn't happen to me.
Or me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just me?
I believe so.
I thought he was going through all of us. Well, yeah, he's trying to get the info from us so we can go and get those kids. We thought they'd be safe here.
Because we hid them places?
Yeah, we hid him right under his stupid, beautiful nose.
It is beautiful. It's a very incredible nose. Yeah.
So what? We just have to keep trying to hide these kids, but he's just going to keep chasing us because all of this is part of what he's made.
We just got to keep trying. I mean, we just got to keep them away from him right now.
So how long have we been here? Because when we woke up with the squirrel and the tree, I thought we had just died or almost died then.
I think that's new. I still have it's still a little patchy in there. I get the gist of a bunch of things. I was a gardener.
You were a gardener?
What was I?
Just the grounds. You were scary.
Yeah, well, that's...
Yeah, that hasn't changed at all. We don't have to use the past tense for that. Yeah.
And question. That thing that Krum broke that gave him your memories. Dahlia, you have one as well, don't you?
Maybe.
You guys have cups too?
Not cups. Krum, do you know why yours was a cup and why mine is? And she takes out the bell discreetly.
They have meaning to us. I don't know why you chose yours, but I know that mine was each of the orphans got a cup assigned to them for their lunch kit, and everybody got a number. And turns out it's not a bird. It's not a bird on there. It's a number.
It's not a bird?
It's not a bird. When you hold it like that, it looks like a bird flying.
Yeah.
But like that, it's actually a 3.
3.
Can you believe that?
So,
okay, but mine is a bird, right? I mean, mine is a wooden bird with a broken wing.
Does yours have a number anywhere on it?
She like takes it out, but puts it. She like turns so Savvy can't see it, and then looks.
Do we see anything?
No, mine's just a statue of a bird.
All right, I'm gonna discreetly look at my bell, and look at the crack in particular as well.
Just a crack. Yep, it's just a crack.
I wonder how it got cracked.
So, Savvy may be, casting a little detect magic spell while this is going on, and he can see all the items clearly.
Building trust early. I like it. Yeah.
And then he maybe just turns his little key, opens a door, and then casts spiritual weapon.
What?
Okay.
What?
He breaks Dahlia's and Pre's items.
What?
Bye!
Oh.
Dump truck, come on, let's go!
Oh.
What did you do?
Okay.
That's. Is there any?
And Savvy, goes through
okay.
that door.
What is your weapon?
So spiritual weapon, you can cast, weapons that can.
Yeah, but what did you say about this key?
Oh, the key that Savvy's been using to escape.
He's got a little key. He's
back
special.
to the library.
I
Because the
forgot
sorcerer
that you had it.
I knew I should have robbed
other
him.
places, way to escape. But
Savvy
Next
savage.
time I'm robbing him.
Great.
That's so good.
And then yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Is that too many things at once?
No, it's good. Let's say Dahlia and Pre, you can both roll, and Krum, I guess, since you're there, you can all roll a dexterity saving throw.
To try and avoid it.
To try and avoid this.
So I'll cast the regular hit. So
yeah. So why don't you do this but with dexterity since you're trying to do it speedily?
Oh, okay. I did the regular roll, and that's 22.
Oh.
So you have to beat a 22?
Okay. Yeah. Anybody?
I mean, I'm not even out of curiosity. That's what is that? 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I still don't beat it.
I got a 10 total, so no.
No.
Damn.
This is
it makes
Friends,
sense, right? It's so unexpected that there's literally no way.
Yeah,
guys,
Dahlia was
you're welcome.
going to be adamant about not breaking hers, but
Pre makes a move to go strangle him, but then falls to her knees.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
You're breaking both of these?
Yep.
Damn. I told you
You're not
this
allowed
is
to
why.
play with us anymore.
yeah, there goes 30 more pages of Josh's notes.
Damn it. Okay.
Just give one of us a reaction in between the first destruction.
Sorry,
and the second.
after I saw those
give
items
it-
in the
just give
beginning,
us a
I was very
little-
curious. And
Okay.
Just cheat.
Okay, here's what we'll do. I think probably because Pre and Dahlia are not standing right next to each other, I'll let you destroy one of them.
Okay.
You can destroy one of them, and then you can either destroy the other or go through the door.
Uh-huh.
No, I'll just destroy Pre's. As she's taking it out, I see an opportunity, and I don't think it's a bad thing. Krum had some very useful information. This is good stuff, and
Why
I just
do we
kind of wanted
trust
to
these
make a little bit of
idiots?
chaos.
Next time I'm killing him. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay.
Dark Heart Dahlia is going to murder.
Here's the question. Did you tell or signal to Dump Truck that you were going to do this beforehand?
No. I do try to pull him into the door, but that is
yeah, I think here's what happens. You destroy Pre's bell.
Mm-hmm.
It shatters. You swipe for Dahlia's, but Dahlia sort of flinches away.
Mm-hmm.
Dahlia was already kind of hiding it a little bit.
Yeah.
You open this door and grab for Dump Truck to come through.
Yeah.
and try and close it. And you grab him, but he doesn't make it all the way through the door when you close the door.
No.
So after, oh god. So Savvy gets to the other end, it's darkness. He's like, dump truck!
It's only half a dump truck?
Yeah.
It's just the dump.
He's I think
He
like
left the truck
just
behind.
he's like,
Damn it, Krum.
yeah. I think he like
horrible.
most of one leg and part of another is left behind. And
no! Reset.
Dump.
Yeah.
He's so I just like I'm holding on to dump truck and go through the door.
Yeah.
And it closes and is like, dump truck, you
killed dump truck with your action.
Dump truck is like on the ground and he looks up and he says
blood very quickly.
He says I didn't see that one coming.
Oh no.
And then he closes his eyes and he's gone.
I take it back. I miss him. I'm sorry. I was so mean to him.
It fades to dark on Savvy.
Yeah.
I'll say. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's a bad
That's the episode. The end.
That's the episode, everybody. We'll quickly cut back to the three of you.
Yeah, much like this is exactly what Dahlia's doing.
Yeah, Dahlia, you're looking down, and Krum, you're maybe looking down. Pre, you're not, because the moment when your bell shatters, you maybe feel like a sort of immediate beat of anger at Savvy for doing this. But you can't even care that he's walked through this door, because at that moment, a rush of memories moves through your head and you remember everything. You remember everything.
Ooh, that's bad.
At what cost?
And before next week's episode, you and I will have a long talk.
Dahlia's gonna put her little bird inside of a steel box and weld it closed.
Yeah. I think you hear Addie and Jay coming back up the stairs. And Doyle and Zilla are like staring, horrified at this. And Isabel is like shrieking.
There's goblin legs on the floor of the...
Yeah. Yeah.
Way to go, Savvy.
Yeah, hug the dog in your shame.
Not even those guns will save you, Savvy.
Nope. Next time I see you, you're getting a murder, a straight up murder.
And that's our episode, folks. Thank you.
Oh gosh.
I need